Welcome back to the dumbest bill in America. I'm Mark Fisher, and we have with us, of course, Delegate Brian Chisholm. Welcome back, Brian.
Great to be here.
So we have a new dumbest bill for you. It's House Bill 695 from Delegate Johnson, Brian. And Delegate Johnson wants to give your money, your taxpayer money, to nonprofits, provided, Brian, that those nonprofits put solar panels all over the place. I guess that's what he wants. So we're calling this podcast Stealing Green because, you know, the state's stealing your money and giving it to their friends who run nonprofits. By the way, all of their friends are paid really well at the nonprofits, so it's really a misnomer. What do you think about this, Brian?
Yeah, we should call this quantitative easing by the green grifters. I mean, because that's essentially what it is. And you and I know why this is. I'll tell the podcast listeners now. Governor Moore stole $800 million out of the green grifters account, their favorite account. It's called Strategic Energy Investment Fund. He took $800 million to balance the budget. So now they're all figuring out, oh my God, where am I going to get my paycheck from? And how am I going to continue this grift? So they came up with this great plan. I got an idea. We will loan money to the green grifters so they can stay performing environmental justice duties, whatever the hell that means, for 0% interest. And I would bet, Mark, that these loans don't get paid back.
Oh, you think so? And by the way, Brian's right on. It literally says, I'm going to read from the bill, okay, House Bill 695, establishing the green and renewable energy efficiency for nonprofits loan program in the Department of Clean Energy Center. I mean, how many departments are there? To provide financial assistance in the form of no interest loans to nonprofits, but only nonprofit organizations, for the planning, the purchase, the installation of qualifying energy systems and for actions that improve energy efficiency, for establishing the green and renewable energy efficiency for nonprofits loan fund, authorizing the governor to include $5 million of your taxpayer money to these nonprofits. Brian.
So previously, these nonprofits, they would get money through a hidden tax on your electric bill. So anybody out there that's a little pissed off about your electric bill, you should thank these nonprofits who we now have to prop up again. And the bottom line about this is that they don't get any money from the private sector. It's not like Goodwill where people bring in their coats or their socks or whatever they're giving away and then they sell it. That's not the way this works. This works on strictly by the government giving you money that they took from the private sector or from your electric bill. Yep. And that's the horrible part about it. And you call them nonprofits, which is a complete misnomer because all of them bring in tons of money. Then they pay their state direct or their executive directors. In fact, there's a delegate that gets paid quite handsomely that has literally gotten $11 million in these grants previously from the Strategic Energy Investment Funds.
Brian,
whether
I think
that's unethical or not, I don't know. But if you and I did it, guess what? We would be arrested.
So, Brian, does that delegate make like $239,000 a year at the nonprofit?
$231,000.
$231,000 this delegate does. Also votes for,
in his committee,
the nonprofit bills like this in his committee, while his nonprofit gets a lot of the money from the taxpayers. In fact, I think most of the money, if not all, comes from the taxpayers. And then he pays himself $231,000 of your dollars of your taxpayer money, right? I mean, it's just crazy. I just wanted to say this too, with these nonprofits and with this particular bill, Brian, there's no requirement that the nonprofits actually produce a certain amount of energy. All right. The whole goal is give them the money and hopefully they'll put a couple of solar panels out. We're not really sure how many, but by the time they take their profit from the nonprofit, how much do they really do?
Well, their focus is really supposed to be on environmental justice. And
what does that mean? What does that mean?
No, maybe that's
Come on. I want to know what it means.
I think it means we have to pay people to figure out what to do with their lives. I really do. I have no clue what that really means. I mean, it's a counterfactual. It's like saying, and I told you this before, it's like saying, my wife is beautiful because she's married to me. Is she married to me? Yes. Is she beautiful? Yes. Is it because she's married to me? Hell no. You can't make the correlation, and
I can't make that correlation either.
This is just another big grift, is all it is. But now we've figured out that, well, the governor took our $800 million, so now we got to go get it from somewhere else. So now we're going to double down. If you think about this, you're already paying it on the energy bill. Now we're going to loan money out, which the ratepayers. Does the government have any money? No, they don't have any money. It's our money.
But Brian, let me ask you this question: will House Bill 695, when the governor gives $5 million to his friends at nonprofits, of course, the governor run a nonprofit too, will it reduce energy bills?
No, but it will increase.
There you go.
The donations.
And that's the dumbest bill in America. House Bill 695, Stealing Green. We'll see you next time.